So there's Brigade. He is come say hi to everybody because you can't talk.
He needs an EpiPen.
How you doing?
He needs an EpiPen.
Surgery. What were you saying?
I said he needs an EpiPen. He looks like he got stung by a bee. Oh man, it's cold out.
It is cold. I don't know what happened to climate change, but it's
supposed to get snow
cold
again on
out.
Saturday.
I don't know what happened.
I know. No, Friday night, right?
You know the
Saturday.
I don't know.
It's trying to cool the earth.
The farm is
you're
not snow friendly, that's for sure.
Bill Gates,
It's not.
He does all terrible things.
He's a horrible
Share
man.
this.
He brings diseases to foreign countries.
There we go.
Anyway, what is our topic today, Pastor Bruce?
The meaning and history of Valentine's Day. Since yesterday was Valentine's Day, I thought we'll talk about it because most people don't have a clue other than the fact that they think, as Martino did, it's all about Hallmark trying to make some money.
Somebody needed extra money.
So I'm curious, do you have a clue?
About Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
No, I don't have a clue.
you don't. How about you,
I
Samaj?
don't.
Other than I just told you.
Saint Valentine.
Yeah? And did you have an idea, Martin?
Money. Somebody wanted another holiday for people to spend money.
Well, what made you select this topic today?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's ask our viewers. So before we address this subject, for those of you who think you know what the meaning of Valentine's Day or how it originated, put it in, right? Type it in.
Yeah, it could be the Spinners when they wrote that song Cupid. Cupid,
They wrote that?
draw back your bow. That's the Spinners.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
Did
one of
you
their
know
big
Black,
hits.
Black History Month fact of the day.
Black History Month.
Yeah,
Time. Now it's time to make you my baby, Cupid. All right, so go ahead, PB.
So what was your question?
So why did we pick this topic today?
Because yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I thought we'd talk about it because I believe most people are ignorant of how the day came about.
What did you get your wife or do for your wife for Valentine's Day?
Oh my gracious. So as you know, we spent 4 months putting our daughter into a house,
Yes.
just getting it all ready. Then we've spent 2 weeks, 14 hours a day, cleaning our house, getting rid of everything we don't want, preparing it to show. And so Valentine's Day, we got up, and the guy was coming to take photos at 12:30. So we had a bunch of work to do before he got there.
So romantic.
And he was 2.5 hours doing drone shots and photos of the house and videos and all that kind of stuff. And then we went to an early dinner.
Oh, that's nice. I made
And then I came home and wrote this. That was my day.
Even
That was my
more
Valentine's
romantic.
Day. Yep.
I made homemade mac and cheese with like 13 different cheeses that
So
I
you didn't
good.
invite, he
That
didn't
I
invite
graded.
you or me or Jada or my wife.
They didn't invite anybody. That's how he treats us.
and then I
Yeah.
made
On Black History Month.
Oh, Black History
jumbo
Month.
snow crab legs, and I had all this exotic fruit that was fresh that I chopped.
You did
up.
all the cooking? All right,
Yeah.
stop for a minute. So, Brigade, was it any good?
Yeah, very good.
That's why his teeth hurt today.
It was very
Listen, I started with a pound of French salted butter. Then I used 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of whole milk. Then I added the 13 cheese. Talk about calories. It was heart attack in a bowl.
Oh
but it
my
was
God!
delicious.
You know what? It sounds so good.
was
You know
so
what's
good.
funny? People come in and they go, they look in the gallery and they ask that, and I say, "Who did that?" And I said, "Well, he was our artist of the month in December, Martino, the stylist." And I said, "I didn't know he painted." I said, "Yeah." I said, "During the pandemic, he put his creativity on canvas, and now you're in the kitchen."
That's great. Yeah, the restaurant just asked me to commission 2 more for them.
You're so
Whatever it is.
multifaceted. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Samaj, what did you do for Valentine's Day?
I had youth group.
So you were loving on the kids.
How about you, Brigade? What you do?
Well, my girlfriend had surgery the day before Valentine's Day, so we went to dinner over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cherry Hill.
And then you had surgery yesterday. What in the world?
No,
Today,
I
this morning.
Yeah, I just came.
Yeah,
from,
some sort of surgery.
We Jada and I are going out today. She had work yesterday.
Always late.
Where you guys going?
Black History Month fact of the day.
Valentine's Day is late. You know, my wife was saying that the other day. Isn't that funny how we generalize races?
Yeah.
Like I'll say, look in the balcony when about 30 minutes into church,
Right.
and it's all filled, and 60% are all black.
Always late.
Always late. So, but I
Whoa,
said,
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
sorry.
whoa, 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 whoa,
But
whoa.
wait a minute. I redeemed. I said, but wait a minute. There are people, and ever since I've been pastoring, black couples and families that will come, and they're there at a 9:00 service, 8:15,
Punctual,
on the
yeah.
clock every time.
Mildred was the first one there
yeah.
every week.
My mom's never late to church.
No, your grandmom is though.
Oh yeah, she's always late to church.
All right, enough of this hogwash.
You better
Welcome to
welcome
Hijack Life Live, where we believe that God rescues the dreams that have been shattered by the cruelties and injustices
Justices
of
of
life.
life.
Let's get into this topic.
Yeah. So how about a quiz?
So wait, before that, PB, what did you do for Valentine's Day?
I already
asked
answered that.
him.
No, but you didn't go into detail.
Well, I went into enough detail.
Listen, let's get to this topic.
Okay, so here's a little quiz. And if they win, I'll give them a copy of my book signed Love, Lust, and Lies. For
Okay.
free.
Okay.
All right? So what day is it celebrated in America? Type it in. What day is Valentine's celebrated in the USA?
The first person to type it in.
Well,
First-
yeah, we'll see.
first person type in.
Okay. And then second, is that true of other parts of the world?
I'm not even going to answer the
all
first
right.
one, but the second one I would probably say no.
Okay. All right. So, we'll come back to it, all right? We'll
All right,
answer
let's
the
do it.
All
question.
right, you owe Jane a book.
Okay. I owe Jane a book?
Yeah.
Well, did she get them both right?
She doesn't get the
You
second
didn't
one.
say that. You just said whoever writes the first one gets a signed
Oh,
book.
he said that.
You
but
gotta
we'll
get
have
the
to
second
go.
one right,
Jane
too.
gets a
Jane,
book. You got it. They changed the rules on me. They're always changing the
I
rules
just
on me.
listened to what you said.
He doesn't listen to anything anybody says. Don't let him tell you that. All right, listen. Go ahead. So here we're going to read a little bit about the history.
All right, here is a brief history of Valentine's Day and the man Valentine. Some say the day is named after Bishop, whose name was Valentine. He was stationed in the Roman Empire when Claudius II was the emperor. Claudius thought that unmarried men made better soldiers, so he decided to make it a law that young men could not marry around 270 AD.
Now listen, the Apostle Paul said the same thing in terms of Christian soldiers. Remember? He said if you can stay celibate, it lets you focus on your task. Well, anyway, keep reading. Sorry about that, Martino.
No worries. Valentine took pity on the ostracized soldiers who were not permitted to marry or see their sweethearts. So Valentine became an advocate for these young lovers and began to perform secret marriages.
Oh.
He was soon found out and jailed. Emperor Claudius II attempted to convert Valentine to worship the Roman gods, but Valentine refused and said he tried to convert Claudius to Christianity. Unsuccessful, Valentine was second to be executed on February 24th, 270 AD.
Yes. So Valentine crossed the government, and
Was he Catholic?
Yeah, he was a priest.
Yeah, he was
A priest, yeah.
He's a saint
Yeah.
now, right?
So
He's considered
yeah,
a saint.
Saint
now.
Valentine.
Yep, mhm.
There's
Well,
a little more to the history.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
another version of the history of Valentine's Day tells the story that Valentine fell in love with his jailer's daughter.
I like this one.
Just before,
I like this
Call
one
him
better.
Epstein's.
I like this
Good.
just before his death, he sent her a note and signed it from your Valentine.
You know what? We actually have a copy of it, and I should have printed it out.
Okay.
But it was the whole letters. They
So,
have it.
an aura of romance surrounded his death, and those who knew about it spread the tale. And Bishop Valentine became Saint Valentine, with his fame extending to England and France. And after his death, Valentine became known as patron saint, which means like special guardian or sponsor.
Right.
And some consider him the spiritual overseer of an annual festival in which young Romans would distribute cards of affection to those they wished to formally see.
Sounds like today, doesn't
Yup,
it?
exactly. And this festival was held each February 14th. And there are Valentine cards in museums worldwide that date back to 1415.
Yeah, so let's go back to the first couple questions we asked, right? All right, so in the Eastern Orthodox Church, it's celebrated on July the 6th.
They're smart, further away from Christmas. You have to spend so much
Yeah.
money in December and then back to back in February.
And they actually have two Valentines. They have this Valentine, the bishop, and then they have the hero martyr Valentine on July 30th. They celebrate
that's
two.
my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Look, whoa, we have a hero sitting
Double
next
dipping
to us.
on that gift.
Oh my gracious.
So I'll remember this.
Yes.
July 30th.
So anyway, you read that story. February has been the month to celebrate the love ever since the Middle Ages, and that's its history. So what about its meaning? The first love story in the Bible. If somebody gets this right, we'll send you a book, Love, Lust, and Lies.
Now remember,
How's
he
that?
said it's only one thing
That's
you have
right.
to get right, not
That's right.
2 or 12.
And that is, what is the first notable recorded love story in the Bible? All
I
right?
know. I mean, can I guess?
Yes. you
Adam
can.
and Eve?
Adam and Eve is not correct.
That's what you think.
We have no picture of them romanticizing one another.
Well, if the first humans
see if somebody's
besides
got
Adam
it.
and Eve came from Adam and Eve, they were definitely having sex.
We
Right?
said love story. We
But-
didn't say
but is it-
sex
is it- is it- is
story.
it a lie?
Oh my gracious.
Is it a love story? I mean, they loved each other.
We don't know. They didn't have a choice. God
He
created
probably
Adam,
hated her.
created Eve, and said, hey, here you go.
Adam probably hated
Yeah,
him.
she probably hated him. That's why she made him eat the apple. She had it all planned. I don't like this guy. I'm getting rid of
They
him.
definitely probably hated each other.
Yeah,
You're the only man on
right?
earth. This is
Come
all
on,
I get.
guys. Tell us.
All right, the question was if you want one of his books signed, Love, Lust, and Lies, who was the first married couple mentioned in the Bible?
Is that what I said?
That's not
Would
what-
you get it right?
The first love story of the Bible. What is the first love story in the Bible? And the answer is not Adam and Eve.
Right.
According to Bruce and
It is, go ahead, Rebecca and Isaac. Abraham was now very
Oh, that
old.
was a good guess, though, PB. Ruth and Boaz. That was a good guess.
It was, but it's not the correct one. So listen, Abraham was now very old, and the Lord had blessed him in every way. So he said to his chief servant in his household, the one in charge of all that he had, put your hand under my thigh. So when they would sign a covenant, instead of shaking hands, they would take your hand and put it right underneath your thigh.
So they would grope you.
They would grope you. Now, in Abraham's culture, putting a hand
make a deal.
under a person's thigh was an agreement sealed or a covenant ratified. Actually, it was deeper than that.
Today it'll put you in jail.
In the life application, it will. So in the Life Application Bible, it gives you an explanation. The reason for the gesture was it represented the most sacred reproductive parts of the Bible. And it foretold for
These are parts of the
generations
body.
to come. Yeah, parts of the Bible. Oh, did I say Bible?
You said Bible.
Oh, my apology. The most sacred parts of the body. And it foretold about generations to come. Hence, this was a sign of the subjection by Eliezer that he would do his best to see that the lineage of Abraham would continue. All right? So do you recall when the angel of the Lord wrestled with Jacob throughout the night? What part of the body did he touch?
Touch his hip.
The socket of his hip bone. Recall the song. The hip bone is connected to the thigh bone.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's the thigh bone. All right? So anyway, the rest of the story, a little Holy Ghost detour.
All right, we'll go to Genesis 24.
Yes, we will.
I want you to swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of earth, that you will not get a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I am living, but will go to my country and my own relatives and get a wife for my son Isaac. Verse 5, the servant asked him, what if the woman is unwilling to come back with me to the land? If the woman is unwilling to come back with you, then you will be released from this oath of mine. So the servant put his hand under the thigh of his master, Abraham, and swore an oath to him concerning this matter.
So Eliezer, he arrives at his destination. He seeks God for direction, and he finds a wife, Rebecca, for Isaac. She's a daughter of Bethuel, Abraham's brother. So Rebecca would be Isaac's first cousin. So he's going to marry his first cousin. Go ahead, Martin. Keep reading.
You can do that in the state of New Jersey.
I don't think you can. You can marry your first cousin.
You can, that's what
Why
I
is
read.
Pastor Bruce's hand under my thigh? Laban and...
So that baby Israel belongs to me if something happens to you.
There you go. Laban and Bethuel answered, this is from the Lord. We can say nothing to you one way or the other. Here is Rebekah. Take her and go, and let her become the wife of your master's son, as the Lord has directed. Then they said, let's call the young woman and ask her about it.
They make her choice, and then they say, let's talk to her.
They called Rebecca and asked her, will you go with this man? She said, I will go. Then the servant told Isaac all he had done. Isaac brought Rebecca into the tent of his mother Sarah, and he married Rebecca. So she became his wife, and he loved her.
So
How sweet.
So, Brigade, would you marry somebody you never saw or met?
No.
Would you?
I don't think I met
No.
anybody.
But I wouldn't either, but you know they do it today all over the world.
They still do it. It's still a thing.
Yeah. Betrothed.
So here's an interesting thing. How could Isaac love a person that he never dated, never courted, never built a relationship?
Because he knew that was the culture. So in his mind, it wasn't awkward to do that.
He could have had. He
I
could.
guess if it's normalized, if you grew up that way, it's like you wait for that. You know what I mean?
Well, let's throw something out here. Love is a choice. Love is a choice. And he made a choice to love that woman who was brought to him. Now, you look at his uncle, Jacob, right? Jacob saw Rachel and he fell in love with her because she was gorgeous. And then
But that's
he got
lust.
Leah
Lust.
first.
That's lust. That ain't love.
Well,
That's your hip bones connected to your lust bone.
so anyway, look. So this is from my book, Love, Lust, and Lies.
Okay.
And so two of you should get with this book. My research has revealed that in cultures where marriages are arranged, the divorce rate among these couples is less than 4%.
Yeah, I believe that.
Less than 4%. In America, it's 50%. Yet, in our Western culture, where marriages are the choice of the couple, the divorce rate is closer to 50. Now, granted, in cultures espousing arranged marriages, divorce carries a much stronger stigma than it does in the United
It's
States.
like it did in the United States back in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, that's right. However,
Really, 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today?
yeah.
That's crazy.
it is. Anyway, however, we have a cultural curveball as well. The trend of living together. So if we add that into the mix, only God knows what the true percentage of failed marriages are in the United States.
Well, that goes back to your point. Love is a choice.
It is.
And, you know, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, I'm unequivocally saying that love is a choice.
It's behind us in the
Well,
corner.
yeah, right. But how could Isaac love a person he had never dated? You know, never courted, never built a relationship with, maybe wasn't even attracted to. See, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to building a relationship with someone to whom a person is attracted, but certainly Jacob was attracted to Rachel, right? So, but we can get a little closer to home, right? So, people, you should share that story.
Well, no, you can. I've shared it a million times. This
Okay.
is from my book. We're reading from my book.
This is an excerpt from Love, Lust, and Lies. When I saw Cheryl walk down the aisle of Open Bible Baptist Church, I said, "That's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in
That's
my life."
called the definition of lust.
It was. I don't disagree.
Was I attracted to Cheryl?
As they say in Montana.
As they say in Montana, you betcha.
betcha.
I still remember her outfit. Platform shoes,
dear
a brown straight knee-length skirt, a green top with large cloth-covered buttons, and a shoulder-length hair so naturally black that it looked blue.
It did.
It's fair to say that her appearance made an impression on me.
Yeah, I bet you left some other sentences out of what you noticed. But go ahead.
Well, here's the weakness, or better yet, the fault in relationships built strictly upon attraction. What happens if you're attracted, right? And someone comes along that's more attractive,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's where we run into problems, right? Because you go, wow, or somebody's funny, or I like that person because they're funny. Well, what happens if somebody's funnier? Or I like them because they have money and they give me security. What happens if somebody comes along that gives you more security? Now, if sex is a part of the relationship, most likely you can get out of the wrong choice. But if it's not a part of the relationship, you can get out of it. But once sex becomes a part of the relationship, it's much more difficult because sex lies to you. It does. Sex lies. That's what my book, Love, Lust, and Lies, is about.
Right.
Sex lies to you. So, you know, you're driven by your hormones. You make up because you have sex.
Makeup sex. I heard of that.
Yeah, make up sex. That's right. So you make up, and then everything's okay.
Ryan Hoffman.
And it is true. And then what happens is 7 years later you go, I don't like this person. Well, that's because you kept patching it up with sex, lust, and raising hormones.
And lies.
I thought you were going to
And
say
lies.
something else. I thought you were going to say something else.
So, look at this. Read this.
Where am I
this,
reading?
this is my little. It's in the preface of Love, Lust, and Lies.
Okay, sex lies and becomes artfully toxic when allowed to serve as the surrogate for honest emotional bonding and productive communication.
Isn't that an awesome statement?
Yeah.
That's by Bob Plevchuk, high school principal. And
He's a bright man.
Yeah, look at that. Sex lies and becomes artfully toxic when allowed to serve as a surrogate for honest emotional bonding and productive.
The perfect and tragic illustration of love by attraction only is the superhero Samson. And there's a song that most people don't know is written about him that is secular. The Hallelujah chorus. I heard there was a secret chord. David sang it to the Lord. Talks all about Saul are bathing on the roof. And no one knows it's not a Christian song. It is secular. And that is a true story statement. Who wrote that? You?
No, it's out of my book. So let's continue to read.
Yeah, love, lust, and lies. Recall what Samson said about his first wife. She looks good to me. Get her for me.
That's what happened. I saw Cheryl. She looks good to me. I gotta get her.
Did you see her bathing?
No, that was David. Saw Bathsheba on the roof bathing.
Oh, that's right. I screwed
Yeah,
that one up.
Well, anyway.
Those of us who are familiar with the story are more aware that Samson's marriage was a disaster, which ended in the deaths of his wife and his father-in-law. Furthermore, it appears that he never learned to love beyond what his carnal nature could see. His love affair with the attractive prostitute Delilah. Is that why the strip club in Atlantic City is called Delilah's Den?
Yeah.
Wow. Not that I know about it, but eventually cost him his own life. I just heard about it.
So if you want to make a wise choice in relationships to love, keep sex where it belongs, in marriage.
In the marriage.
Mm-hmm. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
So let's close with a question. The world's greatest Valentine, we already said that, is whom?
Jesus.
Jesus. Do you know John 3:16? Can you quote it?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Give it some more gusto. Come
Yeah.
on. A little kid, a little black kid on Instagram does it better than you. You know what I'm talking about?
Why'd you
Yes.
say black kid?
Because he is black.
Oh my gracious.
Black History Month back in the day.
That kid is so good.
No, he is. He's great.
For God!
For God so loved the world
There
that he
you go.
gave his only begotten son. For whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting
And
life.
that was with gusto.
3:17 says, "For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn it,
That's right.
but
That
that the world through him might be saved."
saved.
Yay! Hallelujah for Jesus, the best Valentine in
Praise
the
him.
world.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to a close.
Don't forget to share, comment, and if there's something you'd like us to talk about, make sure you put it in the comments, and we'll make sure that Pastor Bruce gets it. If you'd like a copy of today's transcript, you can also put that in the comments, and PB will make sure he gets it to you.
Now I owe two people books.
Yes, you do. Jane, and I forget the other one.
Ruggieri was one, right?
That's Jane.
And whoever the second one was, we'll
It'll
find
be
it.
in there.
Yeah.
This week at the Gloucester County Community Church on Chapel Heights Road, also live on Facebook at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What is Pastor Blake's sermon title for this Sunday?
What is Pastor Blake's sermon title for this Sunday, Samaj? Why are you laughing? Samaj preaches.
Well, I'm just reading the script.
This Sunday I am preaching, and my sermon is titled "Talk Newsy to Me."
Talk what?
Talk what?
Talk newsy to
Oh,
me.
Newsy.
Yeah.
Oh, Teresa Zolfarino. That's Frankie, who the entertainer at Wigs and Wishes. That's
Yeah.
his mother. She's a wonderful woman.
Oh, did she win the book?
She just said you guys are too funny blowing the money. And she is a very attractive woman, Frankie's mom. She's beautiful.
Martina was lusting after you. I'm telling his wife.
Don't tell her husband. He's a big Italian, handsome guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Talk newsy to me.
all right.
All right, talk
newsy. I
music
don't
to
know
me.
sure what that means.
I don't know what it means, but I'm looking forward to hear Samaj speak on
Me
Sunday.
too. Tell us a little bit about the play.
The Passion Play this year, Lord willing, is my last year playing Jesus. So it's 25th, going out with a bang. 2 years before my 50th birthday. We have about 20 plus new cast members added to last year's cast. It's very exciting. You're gonna love it. So it is Palm Sunday weekend, I believe.
Yeah, you
Samaj,
have-
when are the place?
Palm Sunday weekend, the 20. I'm sorry, it's
23rd, 4th, and 5th, right?
yeah, it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So you have one on Friday.
And 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday, right?
no, I think
Three,
it's
five.
three.
You have
three,
three on Sunday.
three on Saturday,
I'm
3 on
just-
Sunday.
No, 3 on Saturday.
And 3 on
one
Sunday.
Friday, 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
Hey guys, I'm just the director and play Jesus. If you need the times, go to the website or ask these two.
All right. All right, come on in here, Brigade. Even though you can't speak clearly because of your oral surgery, we're going to say my
Make that face.
See it?
See what a little Novocaine will do to your mouth?
Yeah, that's right. You ready?
All right, we're
You
doing.
look like one of the llamas.
We did it from the other side too. We really did.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Live for Jesus, and even a bad day will be a good day.
We love you.
Peace and air grease.
Piece of mazel.